Okay, so one last thing about spirals, and also with the parameterization here. So let's say that we have a function of r, so r equals a function of theta. Okay, so we have this function of theta, and so now we've got these conversion formulas from polar to rectangular coordinates given by the following. You know, x equals r, right? Cosine theta, and then y equals r sine theta. So if we can represent r as a function of theta, then of course we can write these as x equals f of theta times cosine theta, and of course y will equal f of theta sine theta, right? And so this gives us a way of writing x and y in terms of a function of theta. So it gives us a parameterization of the curve in rectangular coordinates using theta, where theta would be the parameter. So theta is used as a parameter in this case. So for example, the spiral formula, let's look at the spiral formula. So again, the general spiral formula that we said before was r is equal to a plus b oops. I think that was it. Or, well, oh, I'm sorry. Getting two formulas mixed up. So this is just d theta. Okay, so pursue two arbitrary constants, a and b. Okay, so this was the circular spiral that we were talking about before. Okay, that we're translating. So this is, moves the center where it emanates from. So now if we use this, right, and then we use the formulas, what do we get? Well, this is our f of theta, right? So all we're going to do is just replace these, right? So what happens? This means that x becomes a plus b theta times cosine theta, and y equals a plus b theta times sine theta. And of course, this is just particular to the spiral, the case of the spiral, right? And the Archimedean spiral, okay? And so in this case, if we let, again, like I said before, if we let theta go from infinity, negative infinity to positive infinity, this will give us the entire spiral, okay? And so this is where we're going to talk about next, is using parameterizations to solve some of this stuff. So the next thing we're going to talk about is symmetry, and see how that can also help us with understanding the curves and graphing these things. See you then.